cybersecurity can be tough for many to understand, but the first line of defense between bad guys and your information is your password. And here with some helpful tips to step up our password game, we have Adam Pittman joining us from Computerabilities. Thanks so much for coming on.
Thanks for having me.
So why are passwords and having good ones so important?
Well, you know, the most common password is password 123, believe it or not.
Really?
It really
People
is.
do that?
People do that.
So I should change my password is what, I'm just kidding.
Change your
No,
password.
that's not mine.
So yeah, so that's important, you know, because passwords can be attacked by computer algorithms that are actually using dictionary words to try to guess your password. It's happening all the time.
Wow.
So this is happening, they can do 10,000 per minute in some cases. So it's important to have a really strong password and to keep it safe and secure.
Okay. So you have a few tips to step up their passwords. First up, use long passwords. This makes sense to me.
That's right. You use the longer password, actually the better password that you have. You know, what I recommend is that people create a sentence that they'll remember. For example,
a sentence.
A sentence. Now, you're not going to use the entire sentence, but let me give you an example. For example, I have 2 kids. Jake is 3 and Amy is 4.
Yeah.
Now all you have to do is take the first letter of that sentence, right?
Yeah.
It's a sentence that you're going to remember. Use the punctuation, and you there have a very, very strong password.
That is a good. Did you just give me your password?
I did not.
Okay, good. Because I was going to steal your information. Just kidding. I like that, using a sentence. That's really smart. How can people? Here's my thing: is how can people remember them? Because sometimes you just forget, and you don't want to like write them down or tell your buddy, hey, can you remember my password for me?
You know, you're right. As a matter of fact, I want to recommend that you treat your password like you treat your toothbrush. Now, what I'm saying is, do you share your toothbrush?
Absolutely not.
And do you change it every 3 months or so?
I do.
So there you go. So do that. Remember, if you create a sentence that you're going to remember and use the first letter and the punctuation, you should have no problem remembering that password. And that should help you. Now, if that does not work, there are password vaults. Keeper is one that you can get for your phone. And you can use one password to see all your passwords, but remember, change that password every 3 months.
Often.
Right.
Okay, that makes sense. And then you say to use a strong mix of characters.
That's right. If you use the punctuation, like the periods or the semicolons in your sentence, right, you've got special characters. Those are special characters. You've got upper and lower case letters.
Right.
Does that make sense?
Yes. Awesome. And then, of course, numbers. And then you say never use the same password for multiple sites. I have been awful at this.
You know, we all have. I'm not going to lie. I have also. It's very difficult. So if you use a good password protection software, then you'll be able to keep track of your passwords a whole lot better.
Yeah. Okay. Right. And then lastly, you say don't share your passwords. Don't write them down. You don't need to email them.
Please don't ever email them. Don't text them. These things are in plain text. And believe it or not, just like your phone can be tapped, your email can be tapped as well. So you don't want to write them down. You don't want to send them in emails. Okay.
These are great tips. I'm going to go back and change my password 123 password. For more information, you can go to computerabilities.com, and we'll have a link to that website on our website. Just go to daytimeblueridge.com.